Whoa. It almost looks like green, right? No, it's a gray. This is called the retro gray white. It kind of looks like a green, right? A little bit. So let's see. Get a nice carrying case. Yeah, it's built. I mean, we'll rebuild it, but so it looks like you have spool right here. You have cable right here, coiled cable. You have extra screws. Use your tools. Here's a manual. Oh my god, it's in Chinese. We need to know how to read Chinese. Just kidding. On the back is English. Let's see. What are those squares? They look like switch pads. Yeah, they're switch pads. Let's see. This is the MX. Yeah, so if you guys are wondering, like, what is this? It kind of, you aren't able to see the cutouts very clearly on the camera, but check this out. I'll pull it out for you guys. You can see, but you can see they're switch pads. Yeah. Only 9. I'm assuming that they give it to you for like the gaming keys, but I'm not really sure why they did. And they don't really mention either. Yeah, I did miss it. Yes, I did. 30 minutes. That was like a 2-hour fight, was it not? Or the whole event was 2 hours. Is this wireless? Yeah, so this is tri-mode. So 2.4 wireless wired. There is a Windows and Mac layout switch. Hot swappable. It has ISO on C layout. VIA support. And then an out body pre-built. Starting at $145. I see. The main event was only 20 minutes? Really? Okay. I see. So here's our seal. Basically, if you open it, it's void. Okay. Let us see. Alright. So here today we have Luminkey60 Pro, 60% hot swap. Oh. Oh. So this one is the retro gray white, but it almost looks like it has like a tinge of green, right? That's very green looking to me. Yeah, I think maybe it's also, maybe it's like my Deskmat, I don't know. But yeah, it's supposed to be a retro gray white, but does look a bit green. So this can pre-built, pretty standard 60%, right? Oh. So here's the top. So you can see this part, right? It's a screen, so this one has LED indicators right here, right? You can see the side bezel is very thin, whereas like the top and bottom a little bit thicker. It kind of does, right? What do they call it? The it's not the dock, is it? What's the thing? Yeah, at the top of ice cream. Dynamic island, yeah, kind of. Oh, so here's the front. These are the keycaps that it comes with. So yeah, it's like an alert set where this numero is going to be one color. You have the accent enter, accent space. And then you can see they've actually marked these keys. Bluetooth 1, Bluetooth 2, Bluetooth 3, 2.4, USB. So they've actually used keycaps for the legends, so you don't have to guess. So whenever you're like swapping it, you don't have to be like, hold up, what key do I press again, right? So they have that already printed or put on the keycaps for you. And then here you can see it has the symbols for Mac as well, right? So Windows, Mac, right? Cool. So then here you have the side. Whoop. So pretty cool looking side, right? So here you can see top piece is relatively simple in terms of design, but then this bottom piece, you can see there's like, it looks like a hill or like a mountain right here, but this bottom piece also has this part, and then you can see the accent weight as well. Yeah, it's kind of cool, right? Looks like a mountain, but the bottom piece is just this part, and then the bottom weight, right? Yeah, like a wedge, yes. And then here you can see, right, the top case actually slants upwards right here. So here's the back. Okay, so a few things going on here. So first things first is that you can see there are 4 screws on top, 4 on the back. So a total of 8 screws. It's all pre-built from what I understand, right? That's how it's listed on their website, all pre-built. Yeah, so you have 8 case screws on the back. You can see the 4 adhesive feet. You have this weight, accent weight with a little accent badge, right? And this feels like it's removable, and it is. Whoa! So you have the magnetic badge that hides the connector right here. So you can see this part is magnetic, and I guess it holds onto the screws right here. So you can hide the dongle here. So we can just put that back right here. Let me see. Specs. So this is their copper weight, right? And then you can see, right, it says everything is under control. So you got like a little phrase, you got the Luminkey branding right there. You have like the design of the board, or like this nice accent badge that also functions as the cover for the dongle. Right? It's kind of funny. I've noticed that, I guess with, oh, maybe it sounds bad, but have you guys noticed that sometimes when you like buy clothing from like China, it has like really, or just like Asia countries in general, it has like really cheesy like sayings. This kind of reminds me of that. Yeah. Not that it's bad, but you know, it's just like you'll see like shirts that have really cheesy sayings. You're like, okay, that's cool. So yeah, everything is under control. I mean, it's been translated correctly, which is good. But yeah, I like the back. And plus, them adding this Luminkey here doesn't bother me so much. You know, like, some people think, oh god, branding, like, it's awful. So I think the one that comes to mind is like Canon keys, how people hate the Canon keys like branding. But I don't mind this. Like, yeah, it's on the bottom, it's kind of away from everything, so it's nice, right? Some kind of factory that is cooking up something for a while. Yeah. Everything is under control. Yeah. So this is the back. Here's a USB side. So the side profile is really cool. USB side is like a little bit more boring. Here you can see, you know, the top piece is a lot bigger and then the bottom piece, right? So centered USB port, but so I always say this is like a house design. I say got the bottom and then you have the roof, but yeah. And then here's the front lip. You don't see the bottom case at all, or the bottom piece at all. All you see is the front case. So this is a pretty thick, like, front case. Okay. But yeah, that is the board. So let me look at the keycaps. Oh, sugar. Where's my purse? Let me go grab my purse real quick. It hasn't a keycap holder. Yeah, so about that, I brought keyboards over, and that's how I accidentally met Miss Kiff, because I went to go see Lakari, and I brought my keycap puller and switch puller to like fix some stuff while I was there, and yeah, that's why they're in my purse. It launches November 20th. Yet to release. So you get to see it firsthand. This is my keycap puller. It's not really a traditional one. And then this is a switch puller. Most keycap pullers you'll see look kind of like this with the wires, but I use this one. Socials, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I completely forgot. Classic. Okay. What brand is my switch pulley? It is Gateron. Is it good? Yes. I love it. If I met a girl with a switch puller and keycap puller in her purse, I don't know what I do. You don't want to put a ring on it because you know she's gonna drain your... She's gonna drain your, account. Nope, it doesn't scratch it because it's plastic, so you're good. Oh, I was tagged in a post. Oh, cute. I'm gonna add this to my story. I mean, you think you only save half, but what if she likes 40s and he likes TKLs? Then what? What happened? Insty. But I like ASCII art. Bring it back. Bring it back. Wait, that one looks so bad. Okay, delete it. I don't like that one. Dang, NC's doing work. NC's faster than Mike Tyson. Sorry, that was mean. Yeah, but NC types like... Okay, never mind. We're not gonna talk about how fast NC types. Someone said... I don't know why they put Bluetooth mapping at the stock keycaps. Probably so people, if they forget, they don't have to like keep referring back to like the manual. But you swap the switch on the top? It does, yeah. So that's why I have this Corby. You can take it off. Put like a regular keycap. Yeah. So that's why I put the Corby, because it's really nice for my thumb. Cool, right? What the hell? That reminds me when we got educated on what the orgasm face was on my YouTube comments. That was like very interesting. Thank you for telling a female content creator what a female orgasming face is. Thank you. Thank you. God, that was crazy. Also, Insty, I feel like you got that too fast. I had a YouTube comment where I was joking because I built a what keyboard was it? I built an anime keyboard, or I built a VTuber keyboard, and I was like joking like, oh, you know, like I was just joking. Like I knew what the face was, but I was being like pedantic. And someone in the comments actually corrected me, was like, if that's what you think like an O face looks like, like you need to like, it's not. Like I got actually in the comments. I was like, oh, okay, sorry. Sorry. My joke just phew, over your head. Actually, that's not the, you know. I was like, okay, sorry. Don't let it happen again. I know, right? Yeah. Wait, that's cute. That's a good one. Sorry, I'm posting. Where's my glasses, Ema? What happened? I've just been typing. I look away. Are you guys okay? Yeah. Oh, I see. Oxy? Are you okay, Oxy? Mord, can you explain the New Zealand thing? I've been seeing it a lot. Fun fact, I had to film an interview with the voice of Carl. No. No. Do not say that. Yeah. Oxy's about to freaking go crazy. Does he do commissions? Stop. No. What? I mean, yeah. Does he? I mean, maybe both. Maybe the long version. Oh no, long version and then short version for the Zoomers. He was hitting on her. God, imagine just like. I wonder if he RPs in that voice. Damn. Imagine trying to pick up chicks using your Carl voice. That sounds awful. I have posted. All right. So these switches, let's see. These switches are Astral switches. So these are linear. The operating force is 45 plus or minus 5. PC top, palm bottom, palm stem. Has a really short spring from what I'm seeing. Yeah, I mean, let's see. No, you're talking about Mord. Oh, they're shiny. Oh, Kofi? Oh, I need to update my Kofi. Oh, check this out. It's actually sparkly. Oop, oop, oop. You guys can see it, but it is sparkly. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, those are the ones that Objective Lazarus sent to me. Those? The pins? Huh? So this is this? Yeah, so it's like a shiny clear top or glittery, and then has a black bottom. So let me see, the specs are palm bottom, PC top. Okay, so let's do a stock sound test. One of the founding documents in New Zealand is a treaty. Okay. Crown have sovereignty, keep their own. Self-determination. Okay. Okay. There's essentially two different versions. Okay. Wait, Insty, can you link the video we're referring to so people know what we're talking about? Because I just realized some people are like, what the heck are they talking about? It lives! Oh, that's cool. It's different colors. Red, green, blue. RGB. Cool. Let's see. Caps lock, it's all red. Whoa. Oh, wow. Patty, what does RGB stand for? You know, whenever I first started streaming keyboards, I would say RBG. I'd be like, wow, look at this RBG because of WoW, Rated Battlegrounds. What? No, Rated Battlegrounds. No, not the lady. Rated Battlegrounds from WoW. Come on. What the heck? Okay, I'm muting real quick. Okay, thank you for pinning that. I'll read it after. But this is the Luminkey60. This is the upcoming in-stock pre-built keyboard. We're using, so these are called Astral switches. Yeah, and it looks like this has all the foam in it. So, yeah, so this is what it would sound like stock. This is a really cool monkey type theme. Okay, so let me read this. Crown government didn't do the best at actually following the treaty. The outcome is that the Maori unfortunately have basically universally worse outcomes, while back, the government eventually started to address how shit they were. Okay, there have been settlements and attempts at honoring. Okay. Co-governance. Okay. In the last election, the parties on the right made this big sticking point of their campaigns. ACT, which is a kind of libertarian party in New Zealand, made a deal with the National. One of the right-wing parties, that part of that would be making a bill that defines the principle of the treaty, which have mostly been hashed out in court, and there's some precedents that have been established. These principles and the bill take a lot away what the Maori have fought for. Oh, I see. Wow. Oxy, what the heck is that? That looks like a guy from, Hey Arnold. Okay, so I guess first impressions. Marge. Oh. I guess Marge too. Okay. uh, yeah. And so that's why she ripped the bill, right? Okay, so first impressions is stabs are good. Nothing like, whoa. Right? I think with the alphas you can really hear like the marbling of the foam completely, right? I mean, but that's not necessarily bad. Some people like that. I'd say the switches are pretty pleasant, at least to me. This is a louder board, right? I'd say in terms of like, it's, it's not flexy, but it's also not stiff. So I'd say it's like, it's a firm board, right? There's not like harsh feedbacks. It is loud. I'd say it is loud, but yeah, let's take it apart and let's see what it sounds like without foam. Yeah. So they're just mad that it was, I guess, proposed in the first place. It's a pre-built. I mean, we're not done yet. Yep. Copper on the bottom, and then this is like a little removable badge to hide the dongle. I mean, but you said there's like no way of it passing, right? Yeah, I see. So it's just like insulting that they even like proposed it. I see. Okay, well. I like to stay longer for stream. Mental health is kicking my ass. Oh, okay. Yes, please take care of yourself. I hope you're able to sleep well. You feel better too. Have a good night. Okay, so looking at the board, so it does use dumbbell gaskets. You can see the 4 on the top, and then you can see the 4 on the bottom, right? And then it's actually, the mounting for the gaskets are not symmetrical. So you have these two right here, so avoiding the space bar, and then these on the top are more spaced out. called, you guys, dumbbell gaskets. It does use a ribbon cable. And then here with the LEDs, you see there is like a little diffuser piece, but the LEDs are actually on the PCB itself. So let's see. Okay, so here are the mounting points. Here you can see these are the RGB LEDs right here. And it does have this little silicone piece right here. Guessing this is to avoid light bleed and also make sure that there's no pressure against it, right? There you have it. Here is the top piece, right? It's pretty big, the top piece. Once again, here you can see this is the cutout for the LED. And you can see there is an acrylic screen right here, right? Held together by 2 screws. And then here are the mounting points. So pretty evenly spaced on the top, but then at the bottom it does its best to avoid the mounting or the space bar. And here's the bottom piece. So you do have this case foam. Ribbon cables right here. Looks like the weight is on by these 2 screws. Oh, where is it? Oh, interesting. I wonder if it's like, oh, these feet are actually non-adhesive. Oh, I thought these are adhesive feet. Yeah, so correction, these are non-adhesive. And there's actually the screws right here for the weight. So I thought maybe these like 4 holes are where the weights screws are, but there's actually nothing in it, right? Isn't until you like take these off and you can see. So let me do that real quick. Oh, let's use a different screw. The reason I didn't deconstruct it at first is because I wanted to do the sound test before we did, so it's a little bit of a backward orders, but yeah, so it's not just stick-on feet, which is nice. Oh, okay, hold on. These 2 top feet, which hide the screws for the weight, are non-adhesive, but then these 2 bottom ones are adhesive. Okay, that's what I thought. So I was half right, half wrong. So these 2 bottom ones are adhesive, but these are not. I take that back, oopsies. But yeah, so to take off this weight, you can see there's like a little lip right here for you to lift it. So, whoop. Right? So here is the copper weight. So this is what I was talking about. Like this ledge right here makes it so that you can easily just like use your fingernails and lift it off, right? So copper weight. It's worth noting at this point, Lawyers Doctor Previous. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, so you have 2 batteries. Yeah, so these are where the magnetic bits are. So you can see 2 batteries. You have the USB. So you have this main daughter board right here that connects the 2 batteries, the USB port, and then this is the ribbon cable to connect the PCB. These 2 screws right here, these have like the little magnet rings on it. And yeah, so this way it also acts as like a battery cover. We're gonna put it in the back. So just right here. So the feet are half adhesive, half non-adhesive. Okay, so check this out. So if you look at this weight, you can see there's like a little tiny ledge right here. So whenever you're putting the board back together, this will slide inside first. So you basically want to do it like this. And then let it fall down. Right? It's very, very subtle. But basically that keeps it from just like, you know, relying on the 2 screws to like keep it in place. let's put this back on. So basically, to secure this weight, you have the 2 screws, and then you have this little small lip that will hook onto the bottom piece. Very nice, subtle design. You know these screws are different because they use, right, the different screws. Okay, and let's put this one back. Boop. Right here. Right here. Okay. And then put this one back right here. One thing I will note is it looks like this has just been glued on. So if it falls off, rebozo, just glue it back on, I suppose. Okay, so yeah, the ribbon cable. Here you have the case foam. We're just gonna put it back on. 3 AM. Yep. Okay, so let's take these off, and then we can see what it sounds like without foam. It just says these are a set of keycaps. I'm guessing these are PBT. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, so here you can see. Whoop. Okay, so let's take these off. Oh, here, I'll show you. They don't have the keycap descriptions on here on the website, but I will ask them to change that. Ugh. So, okay, let's see. These look like plate mount stabs. Yeah, they are. Sometimes the PCB will support screw-in stabs, but I have to take this off and see. Okay, so this one just like pulled the switch off. So it's looking like, yeah, plate mount stabs. Oh wait, it looks like it does support screw-in stabilizers if you wanted to. Let's deconstruct this. So as far as I know, I didn't see any way to like buy extra plates if you wanted it. The stabilizers, I didn't feel the need to tune them. Looks like this hot swap PCB does have stepped or regular caps, but the keycap sets they give you don't have that. Yeah, there was no like, oh, sometimes they'll give you like alternative keycaps, but this one did not. So just be aware with the keycaps that they give you, it forces you into normal caps lock, but the hot swap does actually have stepped or regular caps. In terms of PCB layout, let's see, they did put it on the website. PCB layout, so you do have split backspace, regular sub caps lock. You can split the left shift, you can split the right shift, and then you can do ISO. And then for the bottom row, the bottom row has 6.25 and 7U, but the plate does not support it. It does have split backspace. It does. But the plate doesn't support it. That's the only thing. The PCB has a bunch of options, but the plate you get does not. Okay, so here you can see, right, plate is one set layout, except for the stepped irregular caps lock. It does have these holes for, I guess, standoffs, but I didn't see any screws for that. Here you have the plate foam. Here you have two forms of sheets, like PE sheets. So you have like this plastic one, and then you have like the normal one we're used to, right? So these two are stacked on top of it. And then here is, oh, also on the back, it does have this foam too. So essentially when you get this, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of foam that are already built into the keyboard. Here's the PCB. So looking at the PCB, so yeah, you can do stepped irregular, backspace, and then it does have the holes for screw-in stabilizers if you wanted. Here you can see indicators right here. So there's 5 right here, and then you can see this is where the RGB indicators on the top would be with this little silicone cover. Let me just put that back on here. See you later, Suzu. And then here you can see the 6.25 or the 7U. And then this is where the switch would be for like Bluetooth, wireless, etc. And then what is this? Oh, that's something else. No caps lock indicator on here, but it's going to be incorporated up here instead. Right, and then here you can see these are the dumbbell gaskets that you can just whoop. So orientation does matter. So you can see this is the top, no nipple, bottom with the pointy, right? So you're just gonna hook that back on. Whoop. Looking at the back, so you can see this is where the ribbon cable would go into. No physical reset button that I see. Yeah, here's the back in case you guys wanted to look at it. So yeah, the switch is going to be found right by the right shift. And then the PCB has all these options, but the plate doesn't support it, and that's a bit unfortunate. I don't know if later on you can buy like different plates or get different plate cuts, but yeah, it does use, at least when it comes pre-built, it does use plate mount stabs, which are fine, in my opinion. But now we're gonna build it without like all the foam and see how it sounds like. So for standoffs, I feel like this is where it would be more important to have, especially if you decide to build it with no foam. But I didn't see any of those screws, so we're not gonna worry about it. I feel like they probably made this PCB as like, well, I was gonna say maybe they made this PCB as like a more universal, but I don't know if this like indicator of theirs is like a universal thing, right? Because sometimes designers will, or companies will design their own PCBs, but then it will be universal. So they could use it for whatever upcoming boards they have. But this I'm not sure because this is like interesting. I wonder if like they can just remove this easily somehow with like upcoming PCBs that they need. Wait, Patty, please watch. I think you need this. Am I about to be like freaking Carled? Incy surely wouldn't do that to me. Surely. Totally useful. Okay, Oxy, you saying it's safe does not mean anything to me. Oh, wait, I saw that 5 keycap. It's like the clip, right? I did see that. I think at the time I was wondering if it was like metal. Is it metal? Or is it plastic? Yeah. I remember seeing this and I was like, wait. It could, but this is also very fast. I'd argue I could be faster with this. Maybe that's me, like copium. I see your mouth again. Yeah, right? This puller's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I carry it in my purse. And it's stylish too. Like, check it out. I mean, it was in my purse. Yeah, so Lakari took 3 keyboards. He has the Neo CU. He has the Kaze and one more. Which one did he take? He took one more. But I don't remember off the top of my head. That's practical. Oh yeah, he took the F2. Nice, hope you like it. Might get a 3rd. Oh my god. You've been wanting to get it though, right? Oh, it does. Boop. Ew, cornflower looks really very, very good. Unboxings will all be tomorrow. I got a shit ton of things to unbox. You're not lazy. You're the hardest working streamer ever. No, I'm lazy. I don't know yet. I have to survive the baby shower. It's my sister's baby shower. Yeah, it's a boy. I mean, I don't really want to go. There's gonna be drama. I do. Their dogs love me. You know what Scar told me? He told me that he'd only want kids to like, and he would raise them to be like League pros. He'd only have kids if he'd only want kids to make up for his failures in life. It's like, what the fuck? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I would train them. I would make them play League. I'd make them into League professionals. And I was like, yeah, probably not a good idea for you to have kids then. He's like, yeah, I know. Why is it doing that? Oh, I see. But I recommend the boat sonnet. It depends. I guess it depends like why you're wanting to buy it, but I think there's more boards out there these days that are a bit more updated. But if you like the mode aesthetic then, and you want to stay in the mode network, play League. It's banned. Except Insti can type it because he's a mod. Out of the loop. Okay, so what kind of keyboard are you looking for? So your budget's $300, like complete build, or I can make some suggestions. Yeah, so the switch is underneath the shift, right shift. Okay, 300 completely, and do you have a preference on like layouts? I'd rather what the? Like, do you want like a 60%, 65 TKL? Like, how big do you want it? Oh, you're actually in luck because there are some good 75s out right now. There's the Neo 75 CU. Someone can link that for me. There's also the Zoom 75 Tika. Let's see. Yeah, so there's the 75 CU, Neo 75 CU, and then the Tika. Yeah. Tika is going to be a little bit more expensive, and also I think it depends on like what kind of vibes you're looking for. I haven't built the TKD, but it's also going to be a little bit more expensive than the other two. But yeah, you have 375s that are out right now. What? Wait. Do you want in stock? Or are you okay with waiting? I should have asked that too. Because if you're okay with like group buy, those three are in group buy / pre-order. But if you're looking for something in stock, oh, the end of this year. Oh yeah, these three will not. Or at least the two won't. The TKD is in stock. Yeah, so you could look at that one. I haven't built it though, so I can't really give you like a review on it. There's also this one that's on sale. The QK75N is on sale. Right there. Or if you like the mode keyboard, like if that's your aesthetic, like it's not bad, but that one QK75N you can get in stock right now and also on sale. Has a knob and like a little screen, so it has like both of those. You think? Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you like the Neo 75 CU, looks like it will be. So they give like an estimate, right? I mean, estimates, I would always say like, you know, it's an estimate. But looks like those you can get before the end of this year, if you were okay with waiting like a little bit. Yeah, so check out Neo 75 CU, QK 75N, and then the TK. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks, Insty. Couple, you dancing? CXCOP. But yeah, mode boards aren't bad. I I don't mind mode boards, but I work with mode, but I think, okay, please don't flame me, but I think the only mode board I've ever really liked was the Encore. Like they're not bad, but that's personal preference, of course. It's not even about price, because I don't think price makes like a keyboard better than the other. I'm not a fan. I think I'm just not a fan of like the aesthetic. Perfect hamburger? That's hard, because it really depends on like what I'm in the mood for. Bochan, do you even know what that means? Is someone gonna screenshot that? I mean, because sometimes I like, you know, like the really juicy gourmet burgers, but then sometimes I just want like freaking smash patty, you know? This one? It's upcoming. Mikiba will be running it. No, sorry, that's the wrong link. This is my Deskmat. Popcorn asked me for the... It's gonna be launching soon. Do you like it? It's the Shiba Inu Hot Spring. Not a dog person. Shibas are basically cat dogs. Yeah, this is upcoming Deskmat. I'll be running the group by for. Watching Arcane, no, but Scar told me I need to, so maybe I'll watch it after it all comes out. There's too much fucking shit to watch. Is there? I haven't finished watching season 1, so on the 20th. Days, yeah. No, I haven't figured it out. I think you just can't do it if you're on hardcore mode. West Silo. I saw the Dune show. Is Timothy Chalamet in it? If he's not, I'm not interested. No? Okay, I'm not watching it. Okay, this one has no phone. No phone. No phone. Oh, I mean it has case foam, I should say. These are Astral switches, which are their switches. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Like, sometimes when you remove all the foam from these boards, they like lose all life, but this one sounded pretty good to me. What do you guys think? I personally am not like a fan of PC plates, but this one wasn't. It wasn't very like glaring, like oh shit, it's a PC plate, you know. Alpha's very loud. Spacebar and mods are gonna be a little bit more quiet. Yeah, the spacebar does have like a nice crisp. The numro is also a little bit muted, but the alphas really do stand out. Ultimate Chicken Hoist? Are you asking or is Connor asking? Yeah, so you do have this like alert row. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I actually do think though, this one is what, 145 pre-built. Was this more expensive than their other one? Luminkey65? I don't remember. I think it's interesting this one they're not doing pre or a bare bones version, right? And I'm curious to know like if they decide to add like add-ons. So for example, like plates if they're gonna do a bare bone later. I mean, let's just look at the. Okay, we'll look at the product page after. But yeah, pleasantly surprised. I feel like I mentioned this earlier, but Luminkey I feel like has always done a good job between like still appealing to the more like pre-built market, but also like dipping their toes into more custom end keyboards. So yeah, I've always been very impressed with Luminkey. So yeah, let's look at the board. So here you have the top. Oh, so the biggest thing to point out is you have this like little black screen right here, and then there are 3 RGB indicators, right? And then this will be used as like a caps lock indicator, right? It does have wireless. The switch is going to be underneath the shift key right here, so I'll show you guys and just pull it off. You can see right there, right? So this is tri mode. These keycaps came with it. It does have like the alert style where, you know, you have the accent top row, enter, and space bar. You have really thin like side bezels. The top and bottom bezels are going to be a bit thicker, but symmetrical to match each other, right? Yeah, you have this like little black screen. And then here, you get the side profile. I already mentioned it, but the side profile is really neat. Top piece is relatively simple, but the bottom piece is kind of where you have like more of that like intricate design. Here's the back. So it comes with a copper weight with a little saying, and then you have this accent badge which hides the dongle, right? It looks great, right? You have the 8K screws. You have the non-adhesive feet that hide the screws for the weight, and this weight is actually the battery cover as well. And then you have these bottom feet that are going to be adhesive, and then you have the branding right there. USB port side, centered USB port, and then the front lip. This is a dumbbell gasket mounted keyboard. You have 8 mounting points. So on the top, it's going to be symmetrical, but then at the bottom, it's going to be central, or it's going to be on the sides like this to avoid any mounting point on the space bar. This does come pre-built, so you'll get 5 different foams. You'll get case foam, you'll have the switch foam, and then plate foam, and then it gave me 2 different kinds of PE sheets, right? So pre-built, it does come with 5 different foams. It does use plate mount stabilizers, however the PCB does support screw-in, but the plate does not. Don't know if they plan on offering different plates in the future, but the PCB itself does come with, you know, holes for screw-in stabs. But unfortunately, since the plate doesn't support it, you can't just like swap it. I'll ask them if they plan on making like extra plates later, but in terms of like the PCB, I'll tell you guys what it offers, but the plate just doesn't support it, unfortunately. So you can do split backspace, you can split the left and the right shift. You can do step to regular caps lock. So here's something interesting, is that the plate actually does support step caps, but the keycaps do not. And they don't give you an extra keycap to be like, oh, if you decide you don't want to do, you know, regular caps, here's a step caps. They don't give that to you. So if you're a step caps lock person, right, you can't get that. So it is just the normal. There's ISO, UNSI, right? And then the bottom row for the PCB, you could do 6.25 or 7U, but once again, the plate that it comes with does not support it. So I'm assuming later on they might come out with extra parts or maybe release the plate file so it does support it. But as what you see, or what you see right here is basically like what you get. The only thing you could change is a caps lock, but then you would need like a separate keycap. What else? I think that's it. It does use 3.0. I mean, it is tri mode, sorry. And we'll look at the product page really quick so you guys can see it. I built it with and without foam. So here. So this is the 60. Starting at price $145. Pre-built, there's 4 colors. So this one's mine, but it looks a little bit green, right? There's meteor gray, dark flash black, and coffee brown. So you can see these are all like alerts sets, right? So these two, the retro gray white and the meteor gray, will have similar or the same keycap sets, whereas dark flash is inverted, and then you have coffee brown, which is its own. So yeah, all $145, all going to be pre-built. Here, the specs, so tri-mode, you do have a Windows Mac layout, I didn't mention this earlier, but the keycap sets that it comes with, it does have like Bluetooth 1, Bluetooth 2, Bluetooth 3, so you know which keys to like press. So hot swappable, 60% ISO on-C layout via support, right? CNC alu body. Here is the PCB layout, but it doesn't really matter too much because the plate that it comes with doesn't support it. But yeah, PCB does support all these layouts. Perhaps later they'll release the plate files so you can make your own plate, or they'll have an extra page. Here they're saying, they're just describing the board. Built-in receiver, we saw that. Unique design with the top notch, right? And so here are the Astral switches. Okay, so this says Astral, but up top says Astra. So I've been saying Astra, but I guess it's Astral. Wait, where did I see Astra? Okay, it might be that I can't read. That's also something. Oh no, it is. Okay. No. Okay, yeah. So Astra. I'm guessing it's Astral. So I'll point that out to them. But yeah. So it does come with the switches, which are the Astral. So linear. The top is clear and it has like little sparkly pieces in it. PC top, palm, stem, bottom. Right, so it is like a black and white. 45 plus or minus 5 operating, 50 plus or minus 5 travel force. Does have like these short springs, but yeah, these are the linear. They are 5-pin as well. Here they're showing you the deconstruction. So gasket mounted, dumbbell gasket. Here's all the boards. So this does look more like white, but it looks more green in mine. So that's something I will bring up with them to be like, hey, it looks green. Maybe I just have a prototype. It does look a lot different, right? Yeah. So this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what I got. I mean, maybe it's the lighting, but I mean, in real life, it does look like like a very faded sage green. So, that's something I'll also bring up with them. Yeah, I can. Give me one sec. Whoop, whoop. I mean, it still looks green. Yeah. Yeah, so that is something I will bring up with them to be like, hey, this ended up green. I hit my head on my bed's headboard. Oh, hope you're okay. But yeah, so overall thoughts, 145. I mean, sometimes it's hard because there's been a lot of budget boards that have come out, like, especially pre-builts. But I will say I'm always impressed with Luminkey. I think they do a really good job of, like, still doing pre-builts, but also, like, veering more towards, like, the custom entry level, right? So if you're looking for something, you know, with this aesthetic, I think this little top notch is pretty cool. I always think anything that had like fancy or different like indicators is always fun to see. So I do think this is fun. I wonder if we can like customize it. So let me see. It does use VIA, so And I thought the board actually sounded fine with or without foam. Like there's some boards where it's like, oh, you need to use foam, but this one, I thought it sounded fine both ways, but of course that's like personal preference. Board is not being recognized by VIA, unfortunate, so I have to probably ask them for a file. But yeah, I do like the RGB, and then here you can see that's caps lock on, but that's something that I don't quite like, is that it swaps back. So this is caps lock off, but then it swaps back. So it doesn't stay. You see, like red, caps lock's on, but it doesn't stay. So you're kind of like not sure. Oh, is it still on? Right? So now we know it's off, but then it just swaps back. I wonder if there's a way to change that. But I'll have to ask. So actually, let me make a note of everything to ask them. This launches November 20th, so in 4 days. So let's see, I wanted to ask him, will they offer, so separate plates or extra plates, changing indicator from swapping, keycap, compat, so caps lock, what else? So if they're gonna offer extra plates, if they're gonna change this keycap, so if they're gonna give us extra caps lock, oh, we need to fix Astral switches on website, and also oh, list keycap material so they know, unless they want to keep it a secret. And then what else? Oh yes, ask about the color, more green on stream. Oh yeah, will it come with extra switches? Okay, cool. So this is a list I will send over to them. Anyone is looking for a 60% pre-built keyboard in this price bracket, looking at the Akko. Oh, Akko. There's like a lot of Akko switches that I want to try, but I just haven't gotten around to it. Okay, but yeah, I will ask them about that. But that's a board. So Luminkeys actually reached out to me and they're paying me for this review as a disclaimer. But of course, like, this doesn't influence my thoughts, but I will say, I guess my biggest concern is the color. Also, the PCB has like a bunch of different layouts, but the plate doesn't reflect that, so I wonder how they plan on doing that. Also giving you like the choice of like step to regular caps, but not having the keycaps to match that. I think sound wise, I was pleasantly surprised. 145 pre-builds. There's a lot of pre-builds out there these days that are like getting closer and closer to like this. I'd say though the biggest difference between this and maybe like another pre-built is, I guess the biggest determining factor for me is how it sounds with or without foam, right? Because whenever you foam up a board, it kind of sounds like similar-ish, right? Like you can tell like, oh, that has foam. Oh, you know. I think the true test of determining like whether or not the board is quote unquote like good. I don't like saying like that, but you know, basically seeing how it sounds without foam is kind of how I would judge it, and I'd say the board sounds fine without foam. But as I keep mentioning, it's personal preference. Some people like boards without foam that I would say like sounds bad, but yeah, it sounded fine without foam, and that to me is like a good indication of quality of the board. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Thank you, Luminkey, for sending it out to me. Sorry I said the board was, I know, 60. I can't read, apparently. But yeah, it is LK60. It's not IK. LK, Luminkey60. But yeah, if you guys are interested, drops November 20th, and I will send over this list to them. Hopefully they'll be able to provide some answers sooner than later. But yeah, that's it. That's the build. Pretty quick build, 2-hour build. We're done, so nice. Oh, just in time.